Welcome to Sankalp Learning Classes. So in this session, we'll be discussing the remaining questions that carries 1 mark from the chapter Vector Algebra. So we have already discussed some of the important questions that are repeatedly asked, and we'll be continuing the same session, that is the 1 mark questions of chapter Vector Algebra. So first we are moving on to the questions itself. Yesterday we discussed the important concepts and all. So in this session, we'll continue the remaining questions. All right. So this is our question, first question of today's session. The projection of vector A equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k on vector B is equal to I plus 2j plus k. Okay, so you have given a vector, vector A, and you have given another vector, vector B. What you have to do? You have to find out the projection of A on the vector B. Okay, you have to find out the projection of A on the vector B. And how will you find out the projection of A on B? What is the formula to find out the projection of vector A on B? Vector A on B, that is equal to vector A dot B, vector A dot B divided by magnitude of vector B, divided by magnitude of vector B. So this is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k, 2i plus 3j plus 2k dot I plus 2j plus k, I plus 2j plus k. Okay, divided by what is the magnitude of B? What is the magnitude of B? That is equal to root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. Okay, root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So that is equal to 2. And how will you do the dot product? How will you do the dot product of two vectors? You multiply the corresponding components of I vector, then add it with the product of the corresponding components of j vector, etc. Isn't it? So 2 into 1, isn't it? Here it is 1, right? 2 into 1. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 into 2. What is 3 into 2? It is 6 plus 2 into again 2 into it's 1 here, right? So 2 into 1 is 2 divided by root of 1 plus 4 plus 1. So what is the answer? 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 by root 6. What is the answer? 10 by root 6 is the projection of vector A on B. So which option is right here? Option A. Option A is the right answer. 10 by root 6. Alright, so we are moving on to our next question. So this is our next question. If theta is the angle between two vector A and vector B, then vector A dot B is greater than or equal to 0 only when. Okay, so given two vectors, which are those vector A and vector B, and they have given that the dot product of that vectors, it is greater than or equal to 0. Dot product can be a real number. Isn't it? Dot product is always a real number. And what is this real number? Real number includes all the type of numbers, isn't it? It contains negative numbers, fractions, zero, positive numbers, etc. Isn't it? So here the condition is that A dot B is greater than or equal to 0. Either it is 0 or it is a set of positive numbers. Okay. So, what will be the value of theta in such a way that A dot B is greater than or equal to 0? So, we know A dot B is defined such a way that it is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta, isn't it? It is cos theta. Dot product is cos theta. Okay, A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. Okay, so here they have given that A dot B is greater than or equal to 0. Now, my question is whether magnitude of A is less than 0. What do you mean by magnitude of a vector? It is the length of that line, right? It is length, isn't it? It is a length can never be negative. So we can always say that this magnitude of A is always greater than or equal to 0. And what about magnitude of B? This is always greater than or equal to 0. Since magnitude is a length. It is the measure of length. Length is always positive. We can say that it is definitely either it can be 0 or it can be a positive number. So definitely these two values are greater than or equal to 0. So if A dot B, if this condition should be satisfied, then what is the determining factor there? Cos theta, isn't it? If cos theta is less than 0, the total product, that is A dot B, will become less than 0. If cos theta is greater than 0, then A dot B will become greater than 0. Isn't it? Because magnitude of A and magnitude of B is always greater than or equal to 0. So what you have to do, you have to check for which values of theta is cos theta greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Cos theta greater than or equal to 0. We have got the condition. So which are in which all theta values, or for which all theta values we can say that cos theta is greater than or equal to 0. So this is our quadrant wise, right? This is 0, this is pi by 2, then this comes up pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and this can also be written as 2 pi, isn't it? So here we know in the first quadrant all are positive, all the trigonometric functions are positive. So we know cos is also positive. All right. In the second quadrant, we know cos is negative. All silver teacups, right? All silver teacups. This is a code to remember the sign of the trigonometric functions in each quadrant. All right. Here, all the trigonometric functions are positive. Here, sine and its reciprocal cosec are only positive. Here, tan and its reciprocal cot are only positive. Here, cos and its reciprocal sec are only positive. So which are the two quadrants in which cos is positive? It is the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So you know the angle values in the first quadrant and fourth quadrant. What are the values? It varies from 0 to pi by 2. Isn't it? It varies from 0 to pi by 2. Okay. And what about the theta in the fourth quadrant? It varies from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Isn't it? 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So from the options, which is the theta that satisfies the condition? It is option B, right? You can see that the first quadrant it is 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2. In this quadrant cos is positive, and the fourth quadrant it is 3 pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 2 pi. Isn't it? 3 pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 2 pi. Here also cos is positive. So from in the options which is given here, it is 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2. So option B is the right answer. Now moving on to our next question. The angle between two vectors, vector A and vector B, with magnitude root 3 and root 2 respectively, and A dot B equal to root 6 is. So A dot B, vector A dot vector B equal to root 6. Alright, so what is vector A dot B? We know according to the definition it is magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into cos theta. Isn't it? This is our definition. And here which all values are given? They have given the magnitude of vector A also, it is root 3. They have given the magnitude of vector B, it is 2. Okay, now can we substitute all these values in the given in the equation? Isn't it? So A dot B is root 6. So I'm going to give the value. And magnitude of A is root 3. So root 3 into 2 into cos theta. We don't know cos theta value. Okay, so put it as cos theta itself. Now we can easily find it find the value of theta from that, right? So if I take this value to the left side, what is this? What will happen here? Root 6 divided by root 3 into 2 equal to cos theta. Okay, root 6 divided by root 3 into 2 is equal to cos theta. Okay. So this can also be written as cos theta is equal to root 6 by root 3 into 2. For our comfortable choice, we are rearranging it like this. Okay. That is, we have to find out theta. So in order to get theta on the right hand side, just simply rearrange it. Cos theta is equal to root 6 by root 3 dot 2. So root 3 into 2. Alright. So this is equal to. So root 6 can be written as root 2 into root 3. isn't it? Root 2 into root 3 is root 6 divided by root 3 into 2. So root 3 get cancelled. And what about this root 2? This denominator can be, this denominator 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. We know root 2 into root 2 is 2. So this gets cancelled. So this is equal to 1 by root 2. So what is the value of cos theta? Cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, which implies theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So for which value of theta will give cos value as 1 by root 2? For which value of theta will give cos value as 1 by root 2? It is pi by 4. Which is the value? It is pi by 4, isn't it? Cos pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2. So which is the value of theta that gives cos as 1 by root 2? It is pi by 4. So which option is right? Option B is right. Alright. Now we are moving on to our next question. The value of lambda for which the two vectors 2i minus j plus 2k and 3i plus lambda j plus k are perpendicular is. So, two vectors are perpendicular. So, what is the condition when two vectors are perpendicular? We know if two vectors, vector A and vector B are perpendicular, then their dot product will be equal to 0. So if you have any kind of confusion here, we know dot contains which angle, cos or sine. It is cos, right? Okay, perpendicular means it is 90 degree, right? 90 degree. So what is cos 90? What is cos 90? Cos 90 is equal to 0, isn't it? Cos 0 is 1. Cos 90 is 0. So cos 90 0, then definitely we know A dot B will become 0. We don't need to consider the magnitude of A or magnitude of B because cos 90 is 0. So 0 into any number is 0, isn't it? So cos 90, when cos 90 comes, the dot product will become 0, isn't it? So we got that A dot B. So we got the condition when two vectors are perpendicular. What is the condition? A dot B will be 0. Okay. So which are those vectors? 2i minus j plus 2k into dot 3i plus lambda j plus k. Okay, this is equal to 0 because these vectors are perpendicular. Now, how will you do the dot product? How will you do? This 2 into 3, that is 6. Then minus 1 into lambda, minus lambda. Then 2 into 1 plus 2, that is equal to 0. Okay, so 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 minus lambda equal to 0. So minus lambda equal to minus 8. So lambda is equal to 8. Lambda is equal to 8. So this is our answer. Option D is our answer. Okay, option D is the answer. Now, if vector A cross vector B equal to 0 and vector A dot vector B equal to 0, what can you conclude about the vectors vector A and vector B? They have given that A cross B is equal to 0. Okay. Both the conditions should be satisfied. That is cross product and the dot product should be equal to 0. So you can, so which all conditions will be true from the given options, given 4 options. Let's see, okay. Since A cross B is equal to 0, we know A cross B is nothing but magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta. Into sine theta. Okay, so which means this is equal to 0, isn't it? A magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta is equal to 0. Alright, here let's take magnitude of A is not equal to 0. Similarly, magnitude of B is not equal to 0. There are two options. Either magnitude of A can be 0, B can be 0 or sine theta can be 0. So let's take magnitude of A is not equal to 0. Similarly, magnitude of B is also not equal to 0. So the only possibility is that sine theta should be equal to 0. Sine theta should be equal to 0. So for which all values of theta is sine theta equal to 0? So for which all values of theta? We can say that it is theta is equal to 0 or theta is equal to pi. Isn't it? Sine 0 is 0. Sine pi is also 0. So which are the values of theta for which sine theta is 0? They are 0 and pi. for 0 and by sine theta is equal to 0. Now let's take the second condition. Both the conditions should be satisfied, right? So if A dot B is equal to 0, which means magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta is equal to 0, into cos theta equal to 0. Here also we are going to take, since in the first case we have taken that magnitude of A and B is not equal to 0. So here also let's take magnitude of A and magnitude of B is not equal to 0. Now what will happen here? The only possibility for this product to be equal to 0 is when cos theta is equal to 0. So consider cos theta is equal to 0. So for which all values of cos does its value become 0? Theta, when theta is equal to, pi by 2 and theta is equal to 3 pi by 2. So these are the values in which cos theta becomes 0. Okay, so is that possible together? Is this condition possible together? If this condition is to be satisfied, then theta should be either 0 or pi. There is only two options, 0 or pi. Okay, so here also A dot B, if A dot B equal to 0, then there are only two options. Theta should be equal to pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2. So together is not possible, isn't it? Together is not possible, isn't it? It is not possible together. So which is the only chance? So we can say conclude that then the only chance is that magnitude of A is equal to 0 or magnitude of B is equal to 0. Okay, if either of the magnitude of the vectors are 0, then we can say that A cross B and A dot B will become 0. Alright, so which option is right here? D option, magnitude of A equal to 0 or magnitude of B equal to 0. Here are the options you can eliminate here. When A is perpendicular to B, we know A dot B equal to 0, but A cross B is not equal to 0, isn't it? A cross B means it is sine 90, right? Sine 90 it is 1. Okay, so it is not 0. And here the magnitude of A equal to magnitude of B. That is the first option. So is there any possibility that if the magnitude of two vectors are equal, their cross product is 0 and their dot product is 0? It can never happen, right? We know that magnitude of A and B are positive values, and it can never happen that A cross B and A dot B is equal to 0. Okay. Now, so this is our next question. The value of I dot j cross k plus j dot I cross k plus k dot I cross j is 1. Is that true? So we need the values of j cross k here, right? So we know it is orthonormal triads, that is ijk. Um, it can be written like this, isn't it? For understanding the order. So we know I dot, what is j cross k? This is j, right? What is j cross k? J cross k will give you I, isn't it? J cross k will give you I. So I dot j cross k is I dot I plus j dot I cross k. What is I cross k? So I cross k is in the reverse direction. So we know j cross k is I. Similarly, what is I cross j? I cross j is k. It's easy actually here. You can see here that is I cross j is k. Okay. Then j cross k will be I. Alright. Then k cross I will be j. Okay. So if you take it in the reverse order, then what will happen? I cross k will become minus j. This j, the direction of j is like this, right? So if you take my I cross j in the reverse order, then it will become minus j. If you take k cross j, that is in the reverse order, So this will become minus I. Okay. And if you take j cross I, then you take then what will be the value? It will be minus k. Okay. If you take in the reverse order, it will be in the negative. The vector that you get will be in the negative direction. So if you take in this manner, that is I cross j, then you will get k cross I, then you will get j. All right. So what is I cross k? I cross k. Okay, in the reverse direction it is minus j plus k dot I cross j. I cross j. Okay, I cross j is k. I cross j is k. Okay, and what is this I dot I? I dot I, it is dot product. Dot product, we know it is cos, isn't it? The here I dot I means the angle will be 0. Same vectors, so the angle will be, theta will be equal to 0. So cos 0 is equal to 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. So what will be I dot I? Here I'll explain it. I dot I is equal to magnitude of I into magnitude of I into cos 0. Since these are same vector, what is the angle between same vector? It will be 0, right? So this is equal to, since I is a unit vector, this is 1 dot, what is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. So what is the value? I dot I is equal to 1. So this is 1. Then what is j dot j? It is minus 1, isn't it? There is a minus there. So you can take it outside. So j dot j is 1. So minus 1 plus what is k dot k? It is 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1, 0. So what will be the total value? It is 1. So option statement 1 is right. What about statement 2? Statement 2 is wrong because we have already told that I dot I is equal to 1. Similarly, j dot j is also equal to 1 and k dot k is also equal to 1. So statement 2 is wrong, right? So which option is right here? Statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. Option A is the right answer. Alright, moving on to our next question. For the given figure, vector A minus vector B is. So, you know triangle law of vector addition. So, according to this, according to triangle law of vector addition, if this is vector A and this is vector B and the direction is like this. Okay, vector A and vector B is directed like this. Then this will be vector C and the direction will be like this, isn't it? It will be, the starting point will be from here to here. This will be the direction. This is triangle of vector addition and this is equal to vector A plus vector B. Vector C will be equal to vector A plus vector B. Alright, so here they have given vector A minus vector B. So this is vector A. This is vector A. And this one is vector B. Here can we directly apply the triangle of vector addition? No, because the direction are different. They are not going in the same direction. Okay, so but here you can see that it is minus B. Minus B means it is a negative of the vector B. It is a negative of vector B. What do you mean by negative of a vector? The direction of the vector changes. The direction of vector B changes, which means the direction will be, so this is vector A. Okay, so the vector B, what will be the direction of vector B? This. Okay, vector B, the direction of vector B will be like this. Okay, so you can rewrite this as, this is minus B, right? If I give direction like this was actually direction. If I give the direction like this, it will become minus B and then plus A. Now we can apply triangle law of vector addition. Then we'll get this line, isn't it? We'll get this line. Okay, so it is from A to B. It is from A to B, isn't it? That is vector AB. That is vector AB. Isn't it? Minus B plus A will give you vector AB. Okay, so which option is right? Option D is the right answer. All right, I have written it like this: minus B plus A is equal to vector AB because it starts from the initial point of the vector B, isn't it? So A to B. The direction will be from A to B. All right. So this is the second last question. So if 2a minus 3b cross 3a minus 2b equal to lambda into a cross b, then the value of lambda is, alright, so it is 2 into vector a minus 3 into vector b cross 3a, 3 into vector a minus 2b. Okay, so this can be expanded, right? So how will you expand this? It is 2a into 3a, right? So this is 2 into vector a into 3 into vector a, then 2a into minus 2b, that is minus 2a into 2b, minus 2a into 2b, then minus 3b into 3a, minus 3b into 3a, then minus 3b into minus 2b, minus 3b into minus 2b. So this is equal to 6 into vector a square, right? Magnitude of vector a square. We know vector a into vector a can be written as magnitude of vector a square, right? This can be written as magnitude of vector a square. So this can be written as magnitude of vector a square minus 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 into a cross b, 4 into a cross b. Then this minus 9 into b cross a, minus 9 into b cross a. Then this can be written as plus 3 into 2 is 6 into magnitude of b square. B into vector b is magnitude of b square. So this is equal to. So what is the value here? It is magnitude of a into magnitude of a square. So what is the value here? It will be 0, right? Uh, then minus 4 into vector A cross vector B. Then minus, this can be written as B cross A can be written as A cross B, right? So here it is minus B cross A. It is minus B cross A. What is it? Minus B cross A is plus A cross B, right? So this will become 9 into A cross B plus 0 plus 0. All right. So this is equal to minus 4a cross b plus 9a cross b. That is 5 into a cross b. 5 into a cross b. Okay. 5 into a cross b. Here it is actually a cross a, right? A cross a. Just a minute. This a cross a is actually magnitude of a. It is sine 0. Since both are same vector, angle will be 0, right? So this will be equal to 0. You can directly write the value as 0 itself. Okay. Since a cross a is equal to, here a cross a, you can directly write in this step itself, you can directly write the value as 0. Okay. Since the angle between them is 0, sine 0 is 0. So their product will be equal to 0. Cross product will be equal to 0, right? Okay. Now I hope you have understood that concept and this concept also. That is, we know A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. So here it is minus B cross A. So I have replaced it with plus A cross B. Okay, so that is equal to 5 into A cross B. And this is our LHS, right? This is our LHS, and they have given in the question that 5a cross b is equal to lambda into a cross b. It is equal to lambda into a cross b. Now, can't you say the value of lambda from this? Lambda is equal to 5. Lambda is equal to 5. All right. Now, we are moving on to our last question of the session. So this is the last question. That is a projection of vector A on y-axis. What is vector A? Vector A is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k. 2i plus 3j plus 2k. And what is vector b? Vector b is equal to, they have given that the projection on y-axis. Y-axis, what is the unit vector of y-axis? Unit vector of y-axis is j, right? J is a unit vector of y-axis. So, the representation of y-axis in the terms of vector, it is j. All right. So, A equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k. This should be projected on B equal to j. So, how will you do this? We know projection of vector A on vector B is equal to A dot B by magnitude of B, right? So this is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 2k dot j divided by magnitude of j is 1. So this is equal to, here you can see that there is no I option here. So 2 into 0 is 0 plus 3 into 1. Only j portion is there for the vector b, right? So 3 into 1 is 3 and first term it is 0. Okay, then 2 into, there is no k component also. So 2 into 0 is also 0 divided by 1. So this is equal to 3 by 1. This is equal to 3. So what is the projection of the vector on the y-axis? It is nothing but 3. Okay, so we have covered almost all the important questions of 1 marks from this chapter. I hope this session was useful to you all. So in the next session, we'll be discussing 2 mark questions of the same chapter. Okay, thank you.